Hey everybody, Manny Talaber here. We're now on day 100, and what I'm going to talk about in this video is, which of the two options are better between coaching and courses. And so if you're going to release something and your ultimate goal is to scale to $1 million, which of these offers is better? And so I'm going to give you a lot of insights on that, and we're going to walk you through what the different models look like for the most part. And so we talked about this in the past, but if you're going to scale a course to $1 million, course is probably going to be 997 or 1997. 1997 is probably better because at 1997 you only need 500 buyers. At 997 you're going to need 1,000 buyers. And so the benefit of scaling with a course is that if you can release a course to your audience organically and sell enough of it to get money to run ads, you can then take that successful model, find someone who's proficient at running Facebook ads, and they can help you to scale that to $1 million. Now, if you scale a course to $1 million, there are some things you need to think about. First of all, if you're going to do payment arrangements, you're going to have breakage, which means you're not going to collect all of the money. So the longer you go out as far as payments, the more you're on the line for not necessarily collecting. And so you could sell a course for 997 or 1997, not do payment plans, and sell it that way, and ultimately scale. Probably going to take longer that way. But if you're going to scale and you're going to take payments, what's going to ultimately happen is you will have breakage. And so that's one of the things you need to think about. The other thing you're going to have is you're going to have tickets. And we've talked about tickets, and tickets is just essentially customer service issues. When you sell to 1,000 people, people aren't going to be able to find their link. People aren't going to be able to find the site. People are going to forget how to log in, or they're going to forget their password, or they're going to need their passwords reset, or they're going to go to consume your content somewhere, and because of the technology they're using, they can't get the videos to play, or the videos freeze, or something ridiculous happens, but it has nothing to do with you or the platform you're using. It's because they're using either inferior technology or they don't know how to use the technology. And so you want to think about that. And so some of the drawbacks to selling courses are you're going to have a lot of tickets. If you're selling with payment plans, you're going to have breakage, and you're not going to necessarily collect all the money, and there are going to be just customer service issues in general. The pros to selling a course and scaling is set it and forget it. You basically create the offer, you get a successful course that's selling, and you just run traffic to it. And so you don't really have to engage with anyone. You can essentially sell that, and you can scale, and you can really get the thing going and then just walk away. Another drawback, though, is you do have to create a course. You have to create it. Yeah, it has to be good. It has to be commercial. So you have to make sure that it's something people want, and then you have to put it out into the marketplace. When selling coaching, if you're selling coaching, and let's say you're just selling at the $5,000 level, you only need 200 buyers. Now, if you're selling at the $5,000 level and you are taking payments, you are going to have some breakage. So you're probably going to need to put, 220 or 225 in it to make up for the people who might not necessarily complete their installments. You can do one pay, two pay, three pay, and then you can do continuity. You can do $5,000 one pay or $500 a month for 12 months. And a lot of coaching is sold that way. But and so what you want to think about as far as coaching, though, is that you're pre-selling, so you're collecting the money in advance, but ultimately you have to deliver something. And so the benefit is you don't have to do anything until you get all of the money in. So with a course, you have to create the course, create everything that goes along with marketing the course. You have to work with create the bonuses, and you have to build that infrastructure, and then you have to load it onto the platform. But when you're selling coaching, you just sell coaching. You don't have to really prepare anything except the outline for what you're going to deliver. And that delivery is going to be at some point out in the future. And so selling a course is much, much faster than selling coaching because it requires less infrastructure. You just got to get in front of your audience, make that offer, get people to start buying, and then you're going to scale, hopefully with ads. And the benefit of that is because you're charging a higher price point, you can generally get to the million much faster with a core coaching than you can with a course because you're selling fewer units to do that. Now, you're probably going to still have some customer service issues, but not nearly as many as you'll have selling the course. Because when you're selling coaching, a lot of that's generally sold by strategy session, or they're actually talking to someone, and so they're more invested. They're investing at a higher price point, so they're more sophisticated, and so there's a lot of benefits to that. But probably the biggest benefit is you don't have to pre-create anything. You're just creating, all you're creating is the marketing for it. Drawbacks is you're selling something out in space, so now you have to deliver. Now the benefit of this is if you scale to 1 million, you can hire a lot of people to do a lot of the coaching. And so the benefit of this is you're selling coaching to a group of people. But what you're going to have is you're going to have onboarding coaches. So you're going to have 3 or 4 of those people who basically reach out to everyone who buys, and they onboard them, and they explain what to expect, and they're essentially that person's handler. Because when someone spends $5,000 with you, they do want a little bit more hand holding. And so you're going to have onboarding coaches, and you might have, you know, let's say you have 5 of those, and you've got 200 people in the thing. So 5 of those are going to be each coach is going to be working with 40 people as far as onboarding. And that onboarding is basically going to bring them on, say, this is what we're doing, this is what to expect, this is all, and showing them all the systems. So this is the private Facebook group, this is the Zoom link for the coaching calls, this is the days of the coaching calls, these are the trainings, and this is what to expect. So you're going to have 4 or 5 people doing that. You might have a Facebook ads person who's going to be coaching on Facebook ads once a week. You might have a tech person that's coaching on other tech once a week. You might have a mindset person that's coaching people on mindset once a week. And those people are all going to be coaches. And the more of these people you add, the less actual work you need to do. But so the benefit of this is you're going to add a lot of people and do less work. But the drawback is you're going to have some expense there. Now, I can tell you, though, you don't have to pay those people hundreds of thousands of dollars. You can get those people in some cases for 500 or 1,000 a month. I want you to think about something. Let's say you hire a mindset coach. It doesn't even matter. Anything that you're going to need help with. And they're essentially going to come in. They're going to do 1-hour training 1 day a week, and they're going to do live question and answer for an hour once a week. So they're doing 4 hours, 2 hours of content a week times 4 weeks. That's 8 hours. And so you wouldn't be expected to pay those people thousands of dollars. And like I said, you can find people who are proficient in those areas that you're not. So you might have a copywriting coach who works with them on the copywriting. You might have a funnel coach. You might have a ClickFunnels coach, and you might have a Go High Levels coach, or you might have someone who's working with them on both of those. But the great thing is those people can be picked up relatively inexpensively, and they get the benefit of getting their name out in front of those people as well. And so I just thought I'd walk you through this, but I can't tell you overall which one is the best. It's honestly going to be what's best for you and what you want to do. I tell you, I love coaching. I love coaching one-on-one, and I would love to coach in a group. But health-wise, I would probably right now be much happier dealing with customer service issues and selling a course and scaling a course, because I'm going to have less future time promised out, and I don't have to be concerned about, am I going to have the energy to do coaching on that day? Am I going to feel well enough to do coaching that day? But like I said, even with all of that, if you're, like I said, the great thing is if you've got enough people helping you, even if you had to miss a day or two, it would not be an issue. But like I said, I think it's going to be based on how you feel about what it is you want to do and what you will ultimately want to build. And like I said, a lot of people build both at the same time. So they build a course and they sell the course for $9.97 or $19.97. And right on the back end of that, they're immediately selling an inner circle or a mastermind or some other type of program. But like I said, you can certainly pick which one you want to offer. But we're going to end out. I appreciate you all watching, and thanks a lot.